Hello, just quickly before the video starts, I've been upgrading my setup to make it better, but then in the middle of that I ended up getting sick, so that's why this video has taken 3 weeks to come out. I'm so sorry. Anyway, back to the video. Hello everyone, I'm KL. I am excited to share my new setup with you. I've got a camera for my face, I've got my main camera here, and my mic is in the corner. This is a lot of working parts, but the more the better. Okay, for today's video, I had the idea. When did I have the idea? Okay, for today's video, I had the idea to challenge myself. I'm going to see how many characters I can come up with in a day. It's almost 9:30, so I'm gonna give myself about 6 hours. That's usually how much time I have to film a video in one day. So we'll see how much I come up with. I'm gonna try and make as many as I can, but I'm not gonna rush anything. Forgot to put my light on, so I just did that now. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna try and make as many characters as possible, but I don't want to sacrifice the quality, so I am going to take my time and make them as pretty as possible. I mainly only work with animal characters, so they're all going to be animal related. Okay, and time to draw before time runs out. Okay, I've got my lovely canvas. This time I'm using Procreate because I use it as like my concept app if I just want to like jot something down really quickly. Alright, time to get into drawing. It feels like it's been so long since I've done this. Okay, for the first one, I'm thinking of doing a constellation tiger, but I wasn't really sure about the idea, so I just kind of wanted to sketch down the concept first before I actually do the proper little design. Yes. No. Maybe I could put a constellation on its face. I don't know. Oh yes, me. Yes, I did end up going with this design. Okay, and onto the better sketch. I'm going to take everything from the previous sketch and just make it look a lot better. I'm thinking of giving it like glowing stripes and all these stars all over its body. It's going to look really nice. Maybe I could merge the stripes with some ribbons too. I don't know why I felt like putting ribbons coming from its eyes, but it just felt right, you know? Just how something random feels like it should be there, that's how I felt. For my first one, this line work is clean. I also forgot to mention that after I come up with all of these concepts, I'm going to pick one to render at the end. And when I say render, I mean I'm going to do like a full art piece with it. Okay, looks good so far. Now I'm just gonna color it. I really enjoyed the whole therapeutic process of coloring this. I don't really use the bucket fill tool on Procreate. I really like just drawing in where all of the rough colors will go because it makes it look more like a sketch. Should have put these on separate layers. Now it's kind of messing me over. I put the stripes and the ribbons on the same layer, but they're going to be 2 different colors, so that makes my life a lot harder. And for the cheeks, I was thinking of doing multiple colors like a galaxy. Okay, that's one done, and I think it actually turned out really cute. I'm not really like a dark blue kind of person, but with the constellations and the ribbons, it looks really cute. On to the next. We're only one in, and I'm already hungry. I might make something super cute. I've had the idea of this character swirling in my head for a while now, so you might see them in a future video, but I will not spoil what that video will be. I'm not very good at drawing heads when I'm trying to rush. I did want to just get this idea down quickly because it's been in my head for so long. I will say, I did like the concept of this character more in my head, and now that it's being drawn, I'm just a little bit, I don't know. I guess it was better in my head. Maybe it should have just stayed there. It's still cute though. I think there's just some things that I might change about it in the future. Anyway, my favorite part of this drawing is the little earmuffs. Oh, they're so cute. If you didn't know, the coldest part of a rabbit is their ears, so that's what the warmers are for. I do like it. I just am not a big fan of the poncho, so I don't know if I'll keep it, but that one's done, and on to the next one. I might try mixing a character and food this time. Okay, for the food, I was thinking of making it a cake, and the animal would be a fox. And I do really like the cakes that are all over the internet right now, with all of the piping detail and the bows, so I really wanted to take inspiration from that. Either this cake is huge or the fox is tiny. Look at that size comparison. Just to make it more cake themed, I ended up turning its ears into cake as well. We don't question that. I wasn't sure about this tail with there being whipped cream in it. Maybe I'll change that later on, but I'll just leave it for now. Look how happy the puppy is. This is coming out so cute, and it's a lot better than I envisioned, so I'm really happy about that. For the coloring, I wanted to keep it really simple since this design is really complicated, so I'm going to be using a minimal palette of like a few browns, pink, and blue. And then I just wanted to use a contrasting color for the cherry, the bows, and the eyes. I think this one is my favorite so far. We have a top contender. On to the next one. For this next one, I kind of wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do an animal that I don't usually draw. I don't really draw fish or any type of aquatic species. But here, I decided to draw an axolotl. I should probably be naming them too. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I'll just call him Mossy because he's all covered in moss and his ears and tail are leaves, so he's really foresty themed. For its ears and tail, I wanted to give it a translucent glow, and I wanted to use yellows like when sun shines through leaves. It is currently 12, and I'm already feeling the burnout of coming up with new characters. Okay, I'm gonna give myself 2 more hours to come up with more characters, and then at the end of the 2 hours, I will pick one to draw. I kind of wanted to do something really dopey for this one. Like, can you imagine having a waffle slapped onto your head and just perpetually stuck there? Well, this little dude does. I do like the little fork edition though. That's cute. For this little one, I think I'll call him Pancake. Yes, because a dog with a waffle on its head really earns the name Pancake. He's just really breakfasty themed. I couldn't figure out what colors I wanted to do for this character, so maybe I'll go back in the future and change that and tweak it. But obviously this is a challenge, so I'm just trying to get my ideas down as much as I can. Last minute I decided he needed a little bib because obviously, you know, with that maple syrup on his head, it's gonna get really messy. For this next one, I'm thinking of doing a dragon. Whee! That's what I'm thinking when I'm drawing these circles all the time for the heads. I wanted to do a very fantasy themed dragon, but I was having a lot of trouble with this idea. So I did kind of have to take a break and step back from it because I took so many attempts to draw its face, but I just wasn't happy with any of them. But it's fine, sometimes you just need a break, and then when you come back to it, you realize that everything is okay. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna do something really, really simple because I don't want to overwork myself now since my head was kind of exploding. I just went with a really simple cat design. It's got a little constellation body. So I guess its head is made of ice cream and its body is jelly. So maybe I could call this character Lovey. I feel like calling her Lovey. I don't know why. I think maybe because of the heart by her chest. I just wanted to keep it super fun and super simple. A lot of pinks and a lot of vibrant purples. I just feel like it suits this character and its personality. And back to the dragon. I think I finally nailed it with how I want it to look. Because I didn't want it to be too chibi. I did want it to be like a little bit majestic looking. So for the theme of this dragon, it's like a butterfly bird dragon, I guess. It's got feathers, it's got butterfly wings, and I just wanted it to have like colors of a flower. See where I'm going with this idea? In my head it makes sense, so I think it looks really good. Oh, and of course she needs a name, so I'm thinking of calling her Floral. And after dealing with the dragon, I wanted to do something really simple again. For this one, I wanted it to be like an ethereal gold wolf. So it has like little gold feathers coming out of its ears and its tail. And I just wanted it to have a bunch of gold accents against just white fur. I don't know, I think it just looks really pretty. Sometimes the prettiest things aren't the craziest things. Okay, it is almost 2 o'clock and I am really tired now from all of that creative thinking. So I'm gonna choose a character now, and here's our selection. Honestly, I'm so happy with all of them. They're all so cute. I don't know which one to choose. To be honest, I feel like the first one I drew is my favorite, so we're gonna be doing that one. This time I'm using Clip Studio Paint because that's my preferred drawing program. I already had an idea in mind in what I wanted to do for this character, but it involved a background, and my strong suit is not backgrounds, so I kind of just tried my best to make my vision come to life. And considering I did 8 other drawings today, I'm a little tired at this point, so I really just wanted to get my idea down as quickly as I could. I haven't given a name to this tiger, by the way. Maybe I could call her Constel, short for constellation. Anyway, I really wanted to do Constel looking into a pond, and the pond has a galaxy in it. Apparently, I just love making myself suffer because this grass I did one by one. But I'm not making you sit through all of that, so I skipped to the end where I just finished it. So I'm doing a bunch of foliage and greenery, and I kind of wanted it to be like she's in a little secret garden. My favorite part of the drawing was doing the water. I loved drawing all of the colors and the constellations in the water. I did not mean to make this so complicated. I honestly thought I was just going to be drawing a character today, but I decided to do a whole background. Yes, I was not really prepared for this, but I'm really happy I did it anyway. We're almost done. We're almost at the home stretch. Let me know what you all think of the characters and the art that I came up with, by the way, because I really do appreciate your feedback. She's finally done. What do you all think? I'm so happy with how this turned out, and I'm really proud of all the characters I made today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!